Do you know anything about Le'Veon Bell?
He plays football and he's in my draft.
Yeah, he
He's
held
a running back.
he held out on the Steelers last year.
That's right. I don't know what any of that means.
Well, that means he didn't play at all last year.
That's really good for me then.
Yeah. But he said
mock draft.
I'm seeing in the news earlier that he was saying that people should draft him over one, and that he was really sorry for any fantasy owners that.
That's right. I'm giving him a second chance.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You knew that.
I knew that.
You knew that going in.
Yeah, I was like, dog.
Who's the next person you're trying to?
I'm going for.
You went for a running back right off the bat. That's probably a good
Yeah,
idea. I would go wide receiver. How many wide receivers are?
Aaron Rodgers from the fucking Packers.
I mean, that's a decent quarterback. I had him last year, and he got hurt.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt. Maybe it was the year before that.
Oh, there's Drew Brees right there. That's my guy.
Yeah.
He looks like an IT tech.
He sort of does.
So old.
He's
When do I
older.
pick again? I don't understand. Is this thing just
You gotta look. It's coming up. We're doing a
We're
we're doing a mock draft here. Welcome to the House Assembly. It's me and Dirt Speedman here,
Oh, I'm up next. Here we go. I'm getting all DBs. You know what I'm saying? Drew Brees.
and we're talking fantasy football.
That's right. I'm up next, boys.
Football season's coming up. Tonight is the kickoff with the Hall of Fame game. I think we got the Eagles versus it's the Falcons. It's one of the Birds,
Women birds.
and they're going up against someone. I forget who. It's the Birds versus somebody tonight on television. We're doing a fantasy draft. We've had this fantasy league 2 years now. This is the third year, and this is the first year that Dirt Speedman is in the league.
Draft. This is the first year I've ever watched football.
Our first inaugural champion was Cowboy Nate.
Yep. Coming for that title, Cowboy.
Well, Cowboy Nate lost it last year to Queen Jake.
Oh, well, I'm coming for that title, Queen Jake. So you guys can look out for me. I'm Hugh Neutron in the old fantasy league. That's right.
Yeah, you just ripped off Lori.
That's not true at all.
That's what Lori said. Lori was Carl from. Well, you said the idea, but she went with it. She took the ball and ran.
Listen, the whole thing.
That's the whole point of football, right? You take the ball and you run.
You take the whole run.
I'm handsome egg big head on here.
I'm about to go back to my original name, Little Debbie's Pound Cake.
Let's see. Lori was already a Swiss roll. I think.
No, she was Little Croissant, right? And that's why I say you should be Carl. I told her to make her avatar Carl, but she just made her name Carl.
No, she made her name Carl from Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just Hugh Neutron.
And then we got Captain Kurt from Good Burger,
Who else is in there?
and Dirty Birds. Oh, it's another Birds. It's Falcons fan.
That's right, baby.
Good old Allen.
Good old Allen.
Yep.
Who else is in the league?
Kevin's in the league. Allen,
That's right.
Lori, Cowboy
right.
Nate,
That's right.
Queen Jake,
That's right.
me,
That's right.
my brother.
That's right.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna go for this man next.
Who's that man?
AJ Green.
AJ Green. That'd be a good pick because that's a wide receiver. And if this is your second
He's
pick,
doubtful for injuries this year, and that's what I'm looking for. Because in the old basketball league, everybody I got was just like ankles.
yeah, but the basketball league was trash anyway. We couldn't do anything on it.
I won, didn't I? I went from the bottom to the top in the last few weeks.
Did it come down to us? Were we in the finals in that league?
Yeah, I think so. I think you won it actually.
When's your next pick? What's it say? Up in six
It's
picks?
6 picks, so another minute. Unless people run the clock all the way down.
They do sometimes, because sometimes people get in here and then they back out. That's what a lot of people do. We got the 8-team league this year.
Big boy league.
It was a 6-team league, small 6-team league for 2 years. Now we got the 8-team league.
He's still in there, dude. There's a 50-50 that I get AJ Green right now.
You know what? There's a 100% chance that I win the entire fantasy football league
That's
this
not
year.
true at all.
I've came in last place both 2 years in a row, and now I'm ready to win. It's the true underdog story.
Picking my boy, AJ Green, baby. I got the whole team right here.
They look good.
This is gonna be
Drew Brees, AJ Green, and Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, you built a pretty good team.
Yeah, dog.
So you went ahead and took a quarterback in the second round and still somehow got AJ Green.
Yeah, because people are dumb.
Okay. Well, who you got now for now? You got 3 people. You need to fill that other wide receiver slot. You want another big playmaker. What tight ends are left?
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to kind of get a tight end.
I don't know. I might go for another running back. You got 2 running back slots.
Let's see what tight ends we got left, and then we'll look at the running backs.
Tight ends, you got nobody, dude. Just go to the running backs. Go straight to the running backs.
Get out of here.
Leonard Fournette, maybe.
This guy right here.
Mark Ingram from the Saints. Yeah, but they also have Alvin Kamara, who is their main guy. Who's going to be getting probably most of the snaps.
Can't just draft the only.
They're splitting snaps, maybe.
I really don't know.
You'll learn the rest of them.
99% of these people are.
Oh, you'll learn the rest of them.
And you can top dog right here.
Watch you get first overall pick in this year's draft.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm picking Tom Brady.
First overall?
Yeah, dog.
I'm not picking Tom Brady first overall. You're not. The first year we did the draft, we all took quarterbacks in the first round.
Is that a bad idea?
Yeah, that's a really bad idea. We all didn't really realize because it was our first year playing.
Yeah.
All together, every single one of us. So we didn't know what was going on with that. So
see, I went ahead and got a wide receiver first.
That's what I did last year.
Because
I went wide receiver.
I know who's scoring the points.
I should have went running back. See, this year I think I'm going to go running back for sure.
I got choices right here.
Who do you got?
I got B. Cook and J. Jacobs.
B. Cook and J. Jacobs?
Let's see who's this.
Who's that? J. Jacobs. J. Jameson?
J. Jonah Jameson right here. Bring me Spider-Man.
Josh Jacobs. Who is that? I don't know who that is. You put him on, yeah. So you can also add people to your queue on there, and
I might just pick
Cooper Kupp would be a good pick, man. He's a playmaker. He's got some big plays.
Let's see.
I know people are mad excited to hear our insight on football.
The Ingram boy. Right, let's look at the team so far.
Drew Brees, AJ Green, Le'Veon Bell, and Mark Ingram.
Yeah, this is a solid team.
So far, it's pretty solid.
You're
going to want to look at defenses, too. Don't forget, you need a defense. These are some impressive tips that we're just dishing out for
what the fuck is this?
Everyone to hear. Really good tips about fantasy football. Right here from SlipperHouseExtraExtra.
Right here from SlipperHouseExtraExtra.
You're very welcome. See, defense, who are you looking at? Seattle?
You
trusting Pete Carroll? With he chews a lot of gum.
He does.
He chews a lot of gum. Where he's getting that gum. What kind of gum Pete Carroll's chewing? He's chewing big league chew.
So how does this defense thing work? I just draft the entire Seattle defense?
Yes. You don't draft individual people.
Oh, well, maybe I should look at the other teams before I go ahead and do that.
Yeah, maybe you should do that. I was like, you're just going to go with Pete Carroll right off the bat? You seem sure, because he's a big gum chewer. Maybe
he is a big boy gum chewer. I've seen his gum game.
Yeah.
He's got massive gums in general.
Yeah, his gums are big. He's chewing a lot of gum.
Who's got that Stonewall defense? You know what I'm saying? Who's got that?
The Stonewall defense? I don't know. I think like the Chicago Bears.
No, look at this right here.
You know,
this means nothing to me.
Chicago Bears defense. I had them last year. Fantastic. Didn't win me anything. Came in last.
That's right.
But they were the best player on my team every week. Yeah, I mean, look, Pittsburgh's always been really good with their defense game, I would say.
You know what?
The
I'm
Texans.
Everybody and pick San Francisco.
San Francisco. That's definitely an upset. Yeah, well, this is just a mock, but it's good practice.
Good practice.
Good practice. You know, you don't want to focus too hard. Oh, it's your turn.
Look at that.
Who'd you pick?
Couple seconds. I picked Pittsburgh.
You picked Pittsburgh defense right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
You're no thinking. So you got Drew Brees.
Zero thinking. Just picks Pittsburgh.
AJ Green, Le'Veon Bell, Mark Ingram. And the Pittsburgh defense. Now you need a wide receiver, some tight end, and you got a third option. We also have this in our league: a wide receiver or a tight end, additional player there, a little flex player. Put him in there. See who you can get you some points.
No player updates on this. O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, it's all right. You know, he's a tight end. Ooh, Robbie Anderson, he's a wide receiver. I had him last year. He made me some big plays in some games. He also had a lot of games where he did nothing, absolutely nothing. So, you know, he's one of those. Big playmaker, but same thing with like a Will Fuller.
He's gone.
You know, Boyd wouldn't be a bad pick.
I was just looking at this boy.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd.
Boyd. He's making $43 million. I'm just going to draft him off that.
Yeah. Well, the salary comes into play here.
Yeah. I'm basing it off the salary. He's making $43 million. I'm gonna go with that.
You know, and then what's his name? Oh, who's up there? See, you already got Russell Wilson still available. Wow.
Whoa, Russell Wilson's available.
Like there,
but I can't get another.
And this is mock draft you're doing here is 12 teams.
Yeah, they're a bunch of garbage.
So it's a 12 team, and you still got there's a lot of people still available up here.
Can I draft another quarterback?
Yeah, you can.
Well, why don't I go ahead and
to have a backup?
Yeah, get a little bench boy Russell.
Whoa! You just drafted Russell Wilson just now?
Just for the bench.
That was probably a terrible idea. You have 2 wide receiver spots just open.
Well,
and you're filling up your bench now.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what you don't want to do.
Well, look, it's gonna come around to me in 14 picks, and T-Boy's gonna be right there waiting for me.
14 picks. You have 14 picks. So what wide receivers are left?
T-Boy, right. That's the one I'm getting.
Tyler Boyd, Will Fuller, Tevin Coleman,
C. Clerk,
Sammy Watkins. I don't know who C. Kirk is. I think he plays for the Cardinals. Marvin Jones Jr., Sterling Shepard from the Giants. He's got Eli Manning throwing to him. You trusting that?
Potato Head Jr.?
Yeah.
No.
Miller's there. You're not very thick here with the wide receiver choices.
I think I've got solid wide receivers to begin with. I think I should get another running back. No, I need another wide receiver.
If your real draft goes anything like this,
I do need another.
We are going to want to play you every week.
That's right.
Leave draft? You trying to leave?
No, I tried to hit the old players button. Just wait. You gotta have faith in the old picks. Look, I'm putting all my marbles on T. Boyd still being there when it comes around.
T. Boyd. It's Tyler. Is it Tyler Boyd? Yeah, that's his name.
Waiting for Tyler, man.
Are you gonna trust AJ Green? Or not AJ Green? Who's the Bengals quarterback?
Oh, you're asking the wrong guy. I didn't even know the Bengals was a team.
Yeah, it's a team. That's one of the teams in the NFL.
You know Tony the Tiger was a Bengal?
Yeah, it's like an actual Bengal tiger.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love Frosted Flakes. Really good cereal.
I wouldn't say they're great though.
It's really good. I like getting a bowl of ice cream.
They should rename
putting some Frosted Flakes on.
They're really good. You know.
Instead of they're great.
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes. They're
really good.
Really good.
Man, look at this. I'm really putting faith in this. This man survived.
Dude, people way below him are getting picked. So I don't know why you're like.
Because that's the one I set my marks on.
I mean, he is good. He got some points at the end of the year last year. I think he was on the Queen's team. So the Queen, the champion.
And I'm looking at projected points, and he's got more than everybody else left in the draft.
Who, Marvin Jones Jr.? Who's that? Who'd you draft? I didn't see. Oh, you drafted Sterling Shepard. You went with Potato Head.
Yeah, well.
You went with Eli Manning. You're gonna put all your faith. Either you're putting all your faith in Eli Manning, or you're putting all your faith in the backup for the Giants to throw.
Yeah.
So now all you got left is tight end, kicker,
and a kicker, and another whatever I want.
Which tight end out there is eating their Frosted Flakes wants to be on Dirt's team? What boy are you going with right here?
I don't know how you say his name. Delaney Walker.
Oh, Delaney Walker. Yeah, he's a Tennessee Titan. Is that what he plays for?
I think so.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and add him to the queue.
Yeah, go ahead and add him. Your team's shaping up here.
Yeah, I said you gotta have faith in the old random pick sometimes. I wanted to have Russell as the backup because Drew Brees is old.
Drew Brees is... He's getting up there in years, but he's still producing. I mean, he should have gone to a Super Bowl last year.
If I'm going to have a backup quarterback, I should have jumped on the old Russell when I had the chance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you got Russell.
That's why I had to jump on him.
You had to jump on him just so you could fill up your bench before now you got a bunch of bad wide receivers.
Wait till you see the results.
They're not bad.
Of this draft.
These are talented athletes.
Wow, Dirt is the top dog picker of this whole draft right here.
I think Kyle Rudolph would be a good pick.
God damn, there's 5 bench positions.
Yeah, you can fill up your bench. But I would even take a kicker before I start filling up my bench. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe.
Which one of these
some people
play soccer?
Don't even do the kicker at all. But some people wait till the last second to take a kicker.
Fuck me.
Oh, it's your turn.
All right, let's look at this boy over real quick.
Who, the tight end? You're gonna want. I mean, you want a nice tight end, but Last year, I mean, overall, I feel like in fantasy tight ends weren't a big point producer.
No, they weren't big point boys.
I mean, it depends.
I'm
I mean,
looking at
Gronkowski
kickers
sometimes
now.
went out there and got you games, but he's gone. I can't name anybody off.
How do you say that? Steven
Gostkowski?
Gostkowski.
I've heard of. Is he a kicker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, he kicks for New England. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You got Tom Brady scoring touchdowns. He'd be a good kicker to pick up.
That's
So
right, man.
every time there's a touchdown, you know there's some points afterwards for all
Solid
Gostkowski.
shape up team, you know.
That is a solid team.
Solid team. I wish I could keep this team for the real draft. I'm pretty proud of it. You know?
Yeah, you wish you could have that team.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get anywhere near this team.
You could. I guarantee you could end up with Drew Brees because nobody, especially if you start drafting a quarterback in the third round, nobody's. Yeah, you can. If you draft a quarterback in the third round in an 8-team league, you can go ahead and guarantee that.
I'm getting them boys.
That Drew Brees will still be there. Don't worry.
I'm getting this top dog kicker.
I mean, you're drafting a kicker pretty early too because you still have a flex position. Yeah,
let me look at that real quick. All right, so
I got Dirt going in completely new to fantasy football, so
I'm getting top picks.
They are top picks, quality picks from Dirt Speedman,
and they're just just looking at the stats, just picking up big boys.
I feel like this is informational. Someone listen to this, they'd be like, "Wow, I know how to play fantasy football now."
That's right. You just kind of look at the stats. You kind of who has a cool name, who has cool looking hair.
Yeah.
You put him on your team. Who's the quarterback for your team? You put that guy on your team.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to. Well, in my expertise, which I've come in last every year, is that I like to have a quarterback and wide receiver connection. I like the wide receiver to. If he scores a touchdown from that quarterback, it's double points. For your boy. Christian Kirk. I had him on my team last year. Who's the Cardinals quarterback? Who are they throwing to?
Actually, hold up. Who was I going to go for? They got him, son.
Oh,
they got him, dude.
They had the same thought I did. They knew Tom Brady's going to be throwing touchdowns regardless.
Who's his quarterback? Tom fucking Brady.
That's right.
Oh man, I should have got the kicker early.
Should have, but you didn't.
No. Let's see. Who's in the top scoring team?
Who? Top scoring team? There's plenty of top scoring teams.
No. I'm looking for it right now.
But sometimes you don't want a top scoring team. Sometimes you want a team that's like, oh, they don't throw touchdowns because they don't ever get there. So maybe like the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, right here, this guy, Parker.
Matt Prater. Something. Yeah. He's all right.
This guy looks like he could be my dad.
Yeah, he looks like he could be your dad.
Hey, Dad.
Let's we'll probably put up a small graphic up of him beside your face, maybe.
Yeah, that'll look nice.
That'll look nice. Father and your real dad, Mosh.
Oh, he wouldn't like that.
He wouldn't like that. Your real dad, Mosh.
Rest in peace, Mosh, guys.
Speedman. Yep. So.
Gotta take a chub off the old vape for Mosh.
Oh yeah, take a chub off your vape there. Yeah. So who do you got left? Who's left? Read the lineup.
Oh, I can't read. Let's see. Who's the top dog picks right now? I don't know these people. You got Golden Tate. I don't like that.
Golden Tate?
His name's Golden Tate.
I like him.
Should I pick him? He's a wide receiver. I can't really pick another. Well, I can.
Who's he play for now?
New York Giants.
Oh, another potato head, huh?
Yeah. Oh, should I get another potato head? I don't think I should.
So you're going to take faith in two?
He's suspect for injury. I don't want him.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I will. I'm picking next anyway, and I'm getting my kicker.
You're going to get Matt Prater? You're going to pick Matt Prater over a flex position? I would get somebody to fill your flex here at this point. It's your pick.
He's already gone, son.
Your pick has come.
Yeah,
the time has come.
It's right here. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to pick somebody from Dallas.
From Dallas? All right. I think it's time to end this podcast. It's time to end this. Maybe this may be.
Oh my God, Tom Brady! I just put Tom Brady on my bench, and I'm not going to play him at all.
All right, you got 3 quarterbacks.
That's right.
So Dirt Speedman so far has not filled a kicker position. Wait, you picked up Christian Kirk as your flex.
Yeah.
So you got 2 empty bench spots left and an empty kicker. But so far you got Drew Brees as your quarterback. You got AJ Green. You got Sterling Shepard, Le'Veon Bell, Mark Ingram, Delaney Walker, Christian Kirk. You got the Pittsburgh defense. And then on your bench, you got Russell Wilson and Tom Brady. That's a fantastic team. And if that team turns out to be your team when we do
it's gonna be
the draft
horrible
here in August, then you'll have a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll have a hooting time.